Hi, this is Corliss McGinty, aka HR Mama, with very many decades of HR experience. Just thinking about people right now who are over 50. I'm seeing a lot of them are boomers even, that just want something different in their career. Maybe they've been out of the workforce and they want to come back in as something different. Maybe you're like me and worked in the corporate life for decades until it just didn't work for me anymore. It was sucking my soul. It was really making me not too happy. And I was an enthusiastic worker who would put in long hours, and all of a sudden I found myself not feeling like that anymore. So, what does any 60-year-old do at that point in her life? You start a business. You start consulting. You take the best parts of who you are, and in my case, that would be interpersonal skills, people management, emotional intelligence, branding yourself, just learning to connect with people, having empathy, all of those soft skills. So it takes a little while, if you don't have them, to acquire some of these skills, but these are the things you'll need later on. So later I thought, wouldn't it be great to have a course for people who are over 50 that would just take one day of their life, but will give them everything they need to get going on this, to start getting a plan together. And if you have no idea what you want to be or do, that's okay. We're going to figure it out together. We're going to use a lot of the concepts that you might have heard in design thinking, just a kind of a different way to innovate. We're going to use a lot of their concepts like reframing and collaborating and mind mapping and all sorts of things. We're going to pull in strengths finders. We're going to look at a lot of different things to figure out what would be your next step. And you might be happy to know even this doesn't have to be your last step, your encore career. You can reinvent yourself again. The most important part right now in our lives is that we feel like we have some meaning in our work. We feel like we're contributing. We feel like we're relevant. And we're eager to use our skills to better the world. So this can be done in this course. It's for one day. If you're interested, click below and get some more information about it. And even if you want to talk about it, I'm happy to do that. Just to see if you're ready for this course yet. I know I was. A lot of people thought I was crazy at 60 years old to start a business, especially without a lot of resources. That's one thing about me, because I'm not a materialistic person. I don't have a lot of resources. But one thing I do have is I'm resourceful. I can figure things out, and I always land on my feet. So I'm going to put together all of this reading and studying I've been doing for a long time and jam it into a one-day course and leave you having an idea of what you want to do and what's the strategy for getting there. Because you can absolutely get there. And maybe on the path you decide to pivot and you find out that's not for me. You've talked to people doing it and it's not what you think you want to do. You can pivot again. You've got a method of figuring out what's next. So I can't wait to get my golden oldies in a class. Anybody over 50 who's looking to reinvent themselves or figure out what's next, or what was I born to do? What am I really passionate about? And is it feasible for me to start a business now? And let's talk about that and see what we can do about you having your dream come true. Because none of us are guaranteed tomorrow. We've just got today. And plenty of times we have set goals for ourselves at this time of year in January, February. And by now we've broken New Year's resolutions. Or maybe we found some obstacles on the way to our goals and just gave up. Don't give up. It's your life. You can be happy. You can be joyful. You can balance your life, spend more time with your grandkids, whatever you want to do, traveling, We're going to look at all of the myths and go, really, is this true? Or just a legend or something? Who knows where some of these things came from, but we're going to tear them apart. So click on the button below, see if this is right for you. If you want to talk, you can put that on your form too. I'm happy to talk to you about it, because one thing I like to do is make sure this is the right class for you. There's also a class that will be held for the children, the kids, I call them children, in college, who maybe are getting on up there and they're a senior and their parents have put out bukus of money to educate them, and they're still not sure what they want to be when they grow up. And that's okay, because I'm still growing up myself. I'm still trying different things. But your parents will want you to at least have a plan. So we'll have a day with just students also going through the same process, and it'll be a process that you'll have for the rest of your life. I'm not kidding. You'll get a workbook that you can come back to over and over again. And if you get tripped up or you're starting to feel like this doesn't feel good anymore, shift, recreate yourself, do something different. I look forward to working with you. This is something that really excites me, because I love people. I love being in human resources for decades. I love being a life coach and a career coach, and now I get to combine it all together and offer the best of me. This is what I've got, and I know I can help you because I'm resourceful. Bye-bye.